Well, I think that it was kind of eye-opening to me today that there isn't a better understanding across different geographical areas of what ADT is and how it's going to be implemented. The areas that I saw that were bothersome to me is that there isn't an understanding of where we're going to go as far as using ICVIs and if they're going to be a uniform way of doing this and requirements across states. The use of shipment documents to take the place of ICVIs. The ability for us to move animals across the state across states in an easy and affordable way. Some of the things that I saw where there seemed to be consensus of opinion were that there is an agreement that an ICVI is necessary and beneficial. I think there's also agreement that we shouldn't expect to be at the end of this process. And even though the rule has been in effect since March 11th, it isn't all being implemented in a uniform way. But the recognition that this is true and a movement towards getting to that point seemed to be a consensus of opinion.
There did seem to be a lot of discussion about some of the differences within the states or between the states. This is a state-run system kind of administered by the USDA at the federal level, but each state has flexibility to kind of design their own rules, and that's a benefit, but at the same time a challenge, it seems, in developing some standardization that would allow easy shipment from the markets in one state to another.
Yeah, I think that's exactly on point. I mean, one of the pieces that I can put together is in the state of Wisconsin, in order to bring animals in some cases we're allowed in a market to use a block of numbers saying that this animal exists between these numbers, between 1 and 10. But in the state of Illinois, I can't do that. I've got to have the specific number with the specific animal. So that throws confusion into us, because now we not only have to keep track of where that animal came from, but where it's going and what do we have to put down on this ICVI. That's probably one of the biggest things that we see currently. We would hope that we'll get to some kind of uniformity so that it becomes a little bit easier to do. I think I'm interested in one thing, and that is moving animals that I know are healthy. And it's beneficial to me to have a veterinarian at our facility saying, this animal is healthy. I don't want to move an unhealthy animal. The problem with using shipper documents where no health individual is involved is, again, if it's not uniform, how do we do it? And are we really saying veterinarians aren't needed to move animals? And if that's the case, I don't know any markets that are going to opt to not have a veterinarian there and just use shipper documents. I mean, it doesn't cost me anything to use a shipper document. I'll just say to the veterinarian, don't come. We have that challenge with finding veterinarians to come to our market, but we work around it by having vet techs come in, get all the information ready. The guy comes in and he's there for an hour and he inspects the cattle and signs documents before they leave.